We got another one coming right at you. We got the one and only Ken Cody. We like to call him Cody with the bust around these days. You know what I'm saying? Little ghetto AI, just a little conversation between friends. You know, we just chop it up a little bit. Don't forget, you know, you want to get we got to do say the like and subscribe and all of that stuff too. But if you do want to support us, we got stickers for $1. Email me at sohghil216. Give me a address, and then we'll do it. It's $1 plus shipping and handling. You ain't getting one of these until we sell them. So that's our only little source of income right now. But we got a lot of things going. Ghetto AI. These are the sweetest ones, man. And you could be a stakeholder and get one of these, man. So what's going up with it, Cody?
Life.
Life be like it all the time, bro. It do be like it, man. I know we had talked about something that we wanted to chop it up about this week. And we said we haven't had an actual topic, but so much life we have this year. And good thing about me and Cody, like we be having these type of conversations, just calling each other. Sometimes I be like, damn, that was a whole goddamn one. Yeah, like, and we just don't be in the same thing. And we was trying to get that set up over on the Zoom with the YouTube and the OBS. So we'll get there. But all that audio, I went back at it just so you know. It's still glitchy with that audio, even from the phone inside the house to the computer. So I don't think that last audio update work. So the only way I see it that it's going is Zoom call. So we could like Zoom call each other and it's a little bit better. That's just another set of people that's in business.
You can record your Zoom calls and put them out on YouTube.
See, Zoom is. I think Zoom might be the hater in that aspect too. To be honest with you, why wouldn't it be not easy for OBS? Why wouldn't it be advantageous for OBS to have that feature?
A new technology. New software. Everything got its little learning curve.
Yeah, you mean it on the OBS type tip? Yeah, OBS is like all right, man. I know we get into this. How you feel about this artificial intelligence? Man, you know that's what we are, ghetto AI. I love that, but I like to think about us from an analog perspective. But we the old school ghetto AI. We creative and innovative without all of the artificial. We've been doing this, to be honest with you, since a long time. We just really haven't had these titles on it, but with the actual artificial intelligence, you know, it's a lot. I want to know how you think about it. What you think about it.
I use some of that stuff. But I feel like it is kind of I like it, but it's not something that I feel like is going to take over the future. Like it helps you be more efficient in some areas and do some things without having to do so much. But as far as
all right, big bro. Yeah.
As far as it's like taking over the globe, I don't think so. And the reason I think that is because of that the competition that Elon and Trump is having with China with this technology competition. You have deep state.
Yeah, deep state. Yeah, what is it called? Deep state.
That's coming to.
Oh yeah.
Place.
Yeah, I see that one.
And it has taken away the idea that Elon came out and said like, oh, it costs so much money to do this. And they came and did it for 100 times less.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like they are pushing this AI thing so hard because I feel like This is just the next technology. This is just the next brain of shit that they are pushing on us to consume.
I would agree. And looking back at historical way they indoctrinated us over the years, fucking fear number fucking one. Why would you say this bitch is gonna be a doomsday and fucking make robots to kill your babies? And they already there. I tell you what, the funniest, not the sidetrack, is when they was elected Sheriff Brown last year. That motherfucker was responsible for everything, including the zombie apocalypse. But I know why they use that. Fear.
Yeah, fear.
And they wanted to like scare that off because it is some automation. And I related to what you said and those menial tasks of like automating shit. And
secretary shit, checking emails, doing that type of stuff, but it's not changing your life drastically where it's like this new technology just really transforming how I live.
Here's the little thing where I think about that is I really think they holding the robots back. I think what would do that if they fucking hook the robots to go up with these computers. Because they lying.
But what? Okay, so not even.
That means you wouldn't do so much labor.
But what? How would that make the average human life better?
Hell yeah, easy. If I said I can't wait for Elon to get them robots because I'm buying as many as my credit will let me. I'm telling you that right now. If they let me get them robots on credit, I'll be like, don't even send that bitch home. Send that bitch to Ford Motor Company. Make that motherfucker start mining bitcoins right now. How big is that computer? Fuck it.
But that's all it's gonna do is just have people become more fucking crazy about. Oh, I don't have to.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be what it is. They have a bunch of humans as robots.
Damn skippy.
So that's all it's going to create a bunch of more of them. But people are going to feel like, oh, I could just tell my robot.
So then
they feel like I could just tell these humans.
Hey, you know I be feeling about everybody as an individual, and everybody got their own perspective. Once again, I know it's gonna be some people who gonna be anti. I'm sure Oklahoma, some state gonna be like, don't you bring no goddamn robots up in this goddamn thing. As a matter of fact, turn that AI off. As a matter of fact, we don't want internet in this thing. We're gonna take it back to the corn crops and
I feel like,
and I bet you that's gonna be like
already got people who do that.
Yeah, we even gotta go for it. Yeah, and they cheap, don't get me wrong. Me living amongst the Amish that they on fucking YouTube, they on CapCut right now.
No, I know they do it, but they still have a level of their society that still goes back to.
Mom, let me tell you what.
And they merge it though.
Let me tell you what. Just like me and you got to this place of maybe graduation from some religious ideas, they also get there too. The shit run thin even on this. That's why they give them a choice to go over and come back. Yeah. That's why you got a big economic population. The theology and the pie in the sky ain't paying off. You know what I'm saying? Like you got real world problems that a psychologist can help. Yeah. And Reverend Buckwheat over there laying hands on you. And you really need to talk about clinical depression and how to treat this shit. And like you said the other podcast, one size fit all. Right. One side, what is that again? And that might not be exactly what you need, and that just run hollow. And even with them, do I like that old school way of living? But guess what? That was driven a bad foundation because that's that. And I'm not saying the God foundation. It was the religious.
That's what I was about to say. It was the foundation. But even it was a distinction from the white European culture and stuff. So a lot of even in that because so we did this can be kind of like transition to kind of what I've been thinking about all week. I've been really going into history. Yeah, really been listening to history stuff. Really been listening to like. Different things dealing with culture and stuff like that. Last night I was just chilling. I was thinking, and I was just like, man, it is fucked up how because of the way the world has been, like we have embraced.
We have it.
So many, I said we have.
Oh, okay.
So many cultures off of that. Like it is fucking. sad to like for real. Think about that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there are cultures that
Gone.
not of music, of their own instruments, of their own clothing, of their own way of doing things, their own seasoning, spices and shit.
Yeah.
It don't exist no more.
The way they cook food, bro. All that.
That shit
it's crazy.
Like really. It's sad, bro. To understand that.
You know what's
is just because of what
that
elite system is doing.
The real sad part is once you know better, and you know me, I can't help myself. Once you know better, you should do better. Yeah. You know where I got that. And these motherfuckers that fucking founded foundation, we don't even subscribe to that at all. And what I mean by that is the minute you got these recording devices and they didn't make a concerted effort, that's why I'm big, like right now, at this precipice of AI going into the future, the new technology. Because I know after this era right here, after the years after this, everything is AI suspect. Everything that's going into the future from this part. That's why I'm like, okay, I'll do as many as I can because we need these analog transitions right here in this gap. This is like us remembering history. We're gonna be like looked at as one day, like for real, you live without AI? Like, yes, right. This is that era of video where we don't have an AI card reading us. This is actually being coded. One day it's gonna be like non-AI subject matter, and I bet you we'll go through a pop maybe 5 to 10 years from now where that's when this will blow up. Like for real, the niggas was sitting there like watching philosophical without that shit. Like that's amazing. That's really you. You mean that's not your AI by doing that? Well, if I just think like that, why don't you just do that? You are. I'm sure it's gonna be like that. It's already there. Shit, we look at Heijin and all of these other things. We were just talking about editing our videos and cheating. And I'm telling you how far the technology went in 3 months. Cody, I was like, there's motherfuckers around me already. That same video clip that I got with the pop-up letters is now they want me to just make an avatar and record my voice so we can do it in Spanish. True, I want that. But how about the old school shit? They like, we on to something new. We just can put your avatar.
But bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, if this shit was actually I feel like this shit, AI shit is like Teslas. It is cool until you get exposed to the entire world and be like, other places got electric cars already too.
$10,000 electric cars, brand new. Did I say $10,000 electric brand new?
And made cheaper than the Tesla.
Well, I did. My nephew got one, and he do got a follow dude. He just rolled over 300,000 miles on the Tesla.
So check it. If this shit was as great as they said it was, why do they have to do it? Why do they have to do this this big ass campaign of convincing niggas to get on it? When have they ever gave us a heads up for real?
Man, you back down to you go leave that question to where it always goes. This fuck shit been going on since fuck shit been fuck shit.
I feel like they trying to push us in a direction.
But there you go. You
and
you follow this. Once again.
And let your life be consumed by this shit.
Once again, you like conscious of the indoctrination. You see it coming before it got here. You like, bro, I can already kind of see it.
I mean, it's like drugs. Like, what nigga really got to go advertise about having good drugs?
Never.
The nigga using it gonna do it for you.
Very, very true. But now, it's true.
They got some good shit down there. He gonna go tell all the buddies that he.
That's a great. We talked about it before. Is word of mouth and hand to hand is the best.
And we can even go back to like my dad. Well, back in the day, it's still same people still say that. But when have you ever seen a Bentley commercial?
You don't have to.
When have you ever seen a Bugatti commercial?
You're not supposed to.
What advertising do they do?
Can't. Why would they?
They don't need to. Because
if you don't go to New York Fashion Week, by
the reputation precedes itself.
There's a lot. But see, that's that demand too. So when you do make things luxurious like that and exclusive, that it's a slim amount. That's a great business model. But that's that shit where, to me, like you said, the drug dealer only surviving that. because he's got a good product. They wouldn't make it without a good product. So that's when that could go that. But you very correct, man.
And on top of that,
well, how many Tesla commercials did you see?
I don't see none of them. But I know the politics behind what the fuck going on with why they keep doing tariffs and shit on China.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, they scared of that.
I know the politics behind that. You can bring them. You can bring your electric cars here. We just gonna tax them and make them charge just as much as the Tesla.
Yeah, because they got the one and they finally let it in. And guess how much? You buy it in China, 10,000. Guess how much it costs here in America? 30,000.
And that's your tariff.
Yeah, and because they want the Chevy Volt, and the reason why they there is because the Chevy Volt is trying to come out with an affordable $30,000. Just a good utility EV, and that's where I think the price point at. They're not gonna let China come in under. And the bullshit part about that really is we really are a global nation. Because I'm trying to say
we are a global nation and we've been a global economy.
You know
the
what?
only thing is they won't allow us to participate in the
global
economy
because they got us locked up.
We're their customers.
We're on Mr. Gilmore's property.
Once again, we're their customer. We're their audience.
Yeah.
And they like, nigga, you can't come sell to my audience unless you giving us some of that.
Yeah. Period, man.
And our lives are fucked up because nigga, we really are supposed to be further in as a human race.
That's a good
with
question.
All of this technology. And it's supposed to be half the technology that we don't like half the with half the fucking strain and shit that we put on the planet. We could have done so much more with societies and just with the human race.
I think that's when I go back to those laws that's just written part of the trap. I think that's what our liberation will be, because I don't think we are, especially here in America. I mean, we got freedom of religion, so you're not gonna be able to. He laughing like a motherfucker. Here in America, it's on the
here
books.
in America,
Here in America.
People do all that other places. People do all that shit other places.
Yeah.
Once again,
We got freedom. We supposed to have freedom. We do have on the books. We have freedom of religion, right? On the book. But I really think what's going to be universal is a set of laws that we all, if you in this area, and I don't think they got to be the restricted politics money that's in now, but I don't think what you're going to do is not going to be religion, right? You ain't going to be able to like coalesce us.
Think about all of the other places on the globe who not participate in this American project, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is they police themselves.
Oh, I agree. I've been lucky enough to go over to Muslim countries in Dubai.
They police themselves.
Correct. They have the Quran and traffic law. You hear what I'm saying, bro? The Quran and traffic
then
law.
Outside of that, they police themselves.
Yeah, that's it. Ain't really jails like that. It's called the Quran. Because guess what you get over there? You know, they have real town square. You get caught stealing, guess what's happening?
Bro.
You get that mug chopped off.
And even with that idea of if we don't have these laws, it's gonna be lawless.
No, it won't.
And it's like, who brought the lawlessness over here?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. When you look back, you could think about in this country that it was a time where it wasn't prison.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who brought the lawlessness over here?
Yeah, it was the slave catchers. That's why when they got those badges, the first thing the police should get rid of is that shield.
When they got over here.
Oh yeah,
and was wiping out.
Well, yeah, they said that, and that's another revisionist bit of history.
Even with how they romanticize,
it wasn't.
Even with how they romanticize the Western time with the cowboys and shit. them were straight savages.
Correct.
They rode in the towns as gangs,
Correct.
robbed everybody, raped, pillaged, and
Yeah.
then left town and did it to another.
Yeah.
But they just romanticized these
Yeah.
cowboys like,
Now,
oh, they
wiping out the Indians, shooting Indians was second. It was crazy.
Once again, who brought this all this shit up?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's because they savaged it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it depends on how historical you want to go. Because the last time when I told you about that we had made them to be our slaves, and they turned around and they just reaping the seed that, like, you sowed this seed, motherfucking Negroes. Now you gonna reap this shit. Cause now y'all done made. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's almost a de facto compliment. If they manipulated us to be the worst part of us, they did a fucking good ass job. Because diabolical is the word we were using last time. And I just love that little thing, how motherfuckers got into our even language, bro. Trifling. I dare you to look it up. Trifling. Nasty. Just abuse on a level that I can't even. Lord, who sat around the fucking whiskey tank and thought of this fuck shit?
Yeah, you keep saying that wasn't a foreign concept to them. They did that shit willingly.
Well, you made them though. How about that?
They did it.
Yo,
I'm talking about the white people.
I know. So yo,
that's how they kept the money in the family.
But they engineered them little slaves to go, and then they got smart and moved up to the Caucasus Mountains. I told you this theory. And then after they got up to the Caucasus Mountains and felt like quit inbreeding, we need to go take some people. That's when they came out caveman style. And guess what they knew? We can't outsmart them. We definitely can't out spirituality them. And then at that time, I really want to say, we go, bro. Big bang take little bang, motherfucker. That's a universal law. I don't give a fuck what we talking about. He who has the draw is the law.
On top of the reason they came out of there like that was because that was their culture.
But when I use that premise,
killing and the medieval.
So when you use that premise that I said that some dudes concocted them because they didn't want to go back out in the field or maybe conquer another country or something. So they was like,
they got lazy.
Because we got, that math was crazy. That gene spices. So they thought they were going to set some Petri dishes, kids up there, grow them, and they wasn't going to be the same intelligence. But then when they saw they had that thing and they were like, oh, you've been mistreated. I really think, like, historically over these years, they like, fuck that shit. You're rooted that you made me to be your bitch. Mm-hmm. And now guess what? They're diabolical. And half of our gene, I think a lot of things I always theorize that too when I theorize that is that the evolution of brown people's spirit been here longer. So they got more spiritual practice. So then when that spirituality was gained into a place that we probably was walking around for real, drinking fruit juices, picking up about the trees, it might have been somewhere close to Wakanda. But then you forgot that you made your boys up there in the island.
We just don't know.
Right. And then guess what? But then some
island somewhere that nigga the army can't even get to.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's where Tupac and Biggie and all the rest of them niggas living too.
No, I'm talking about the White Island.
Oh, come on.
That don't exist.
Yeah, they've been there. It's right next to Epstein Island. You ain't know, bro. You can go to Epstein for the freaky deaky, or you go over here to Utopia. Whichever one. Yeah, but they definitely.
There's no pollution here.
Yeah.
We don't run into machines. We don't. For what?
For what? We talk telepathically. So use this till you get this. Saving our voices. When people sing here, it just moves the world. So be careful. People start crying. You start singing. You never know about that stuff, huh? That is like like just the reality. I mean that theory in that reality. The reason why I say that is because it's got to be plausible. And then now I really don't believe too much history without verifying it all anyway. Like it takes so long for me. Like when I think about how easily we read that history book and just took all of that, and like, oh, my whole generation just lost from bad information.
Yeah.
But then we got a whole ass Columbus Day up in this thing. A whole ass fucking Columbus Day. And you just we just going back that
But
right
once again, man, that is because like unfortunately these people were building like this was their history.
Well,
Like this is their history. This is them creating they're making their way into history in a sense. Like all of the other places in the world, India, Africa, like these people have generations and generations of historical stories and stuff. This was these Europeans' way of being like, we need to erect our statues. We need to create our heroes. We need to create our folklore and stuff.
Yeah. Man,
the only thing is, these motherfuckers have no creative bone in their body. So everything that they got was taken, stripped down, remixed, and white-faced.
Yeah, man.
Down to the motherfucking food team.
That is
like what cultural.
Well, that's where you gotta like get to the real at and be like, white ain't a place and black ain't a place. So once you see, when I be looking at it like equally, they kind of got a lot of people under this indoctrination bullshit too, bro. Like
because we have nowhere to go.
Yeah, well, it's true. We stuck here. Like that's the funniest part about this melting pot. I really would love to know the address to where we can get back to. I have some cousins that really like it. Because that's the other thing. Even if you find out where you go, they want to be like, yeah, not at all. Like, cool, but the Motel 8 down the street, cousin. And that's the end of it. Like, that might not be the
spot.
Yeah, you've been over here, because been indoctrinated by this system, and now you know how to move around this system. Which, parts of it on paper shouldn't be bad, but the reality of that is some bullshit.
No, facts.
It's some flat bullshit. I mean, that culture coming from this. Also, I don't think it's even the worst because I think it's a perfect culture. The perfect text of the culture, the way it's written and the way it was laid out. I feel like that about the theology a lot of times. It's not bad. It's just when it gets administered through some humans, it start getting fucked up.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get in the greed part of that stuff, as soon as you like the church, you know what I mean? Like as soon as them politicians and all these lawmakers start, they can get 1% off the top. That's the end of it. That's when I think I'll be asking you which one is the worst, greed or the division or the glut. One too much, or the division to make you think we somewhat different from each other.
But okay, so Krista brought that up earlier. The homie Krista, she was talking about how we all going through the same oppression, but they through all of these mental games of race, religion, economic status, political status, like all of these things, they begin to personalize this attack.
Yeah.
And instead of us thinking as a whole, we begin to think as personal entities instead of being like, this is happening to all of us in different ways.
Yeah.
Because they have to get to you in different ways.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, it's a collective effort of how they are doing it, but they make it seem like it's personal, so that once again it could be like, well, my black people going through this, and even in that, I'm black, but I ain't the hood black.
Right. Oh, so much.
I'm
light skin, I'm brown.
Yeah. So like personalizing it to be like, I ain't going through what they going through.
And I think in that lies one of the answers. Is I tell you, like, well, I don't like them generalizations no more, Cody, because we all don't see the world wrong. And one of the biggest tricks of that we all go for the same fuck shit together. I think that's like, one of the bigger bunches of crapola is the one size fit all.
Yeah.
That's that's pretty cool.
True intermission.
Yeah, we got the time out. We're gonna give you a little bit. Well, while we're here on the live, we're gonna tell you about more. I mean, next month on the 22nd. You know, we got something coming up in here. Don't forget, it's Ohio on Tuesdays at 4:20. I should be back at the Voice of Radio studio. Shout out to my roommate Danny and this monkey ass. He really won't. I don't know. We got a disagreement about disagreeing. I think that's some crazy shit.
We got a disagreement about disagreement.
Oh shit. Oh, don't even get there. I was vlogging this weekend.
Who was that?
Oh, that was my screaming ass at that damn pop-up. I forgot what we was talking about.
We was talking about getting the individual, how it turns into individual.
Oh yeah. So I know we said about that. So since they tricked us with these broad strokes of black versus white, and that's a lot of people, and I don't agree with that because me and you is two different shades of brown. I don't even like calling people black because we are not the color black. At least you could have called us brown. That's why I never understood on the sidebar why every Negro and brown person in America is not down with the Cleveland Browns. Shout out to the Browns. I thought that growing up, like we the Browns, ain't that our team? Little dude, but who knew? Yeah, like damn, we are the Browns. Yeah, we ain't white. They ain't got shit. We the Browns. I thought that was I was naivete growing up. Seriously, and my whole family like made us be Browns fan with threat of fucking like death.
Because y'all,
You know, because I always thought that, but when they like take the generalization and we suck up the, you know, we take that in general, like black versus white, and we as a group of people accept that thing like that. But you just was saying they kind of tricked us all kind of on the individual level because we all do. We know that each of our perceptions is different. You know, if your eyeballs is this high and this dude this high, you know how different you see life. Do you know how far this distance off is? It don't seem like nothing right here from here. 1,000 miles away from this distance going different. Bro, you is on polar opposites ends of the world. You be like, I'm here, but where is here? That is a long way away. And when people's perceptions is even off a little bit, how can you even say that anybody see anything just from a realistic standpoint?
I mean,
when we got
we know that from being in that in the church, how people can come to the church.
You know what? I think I'm gonna. If you're not gonna be at the school no more, I think I might take you up on that offer.
And just like how everybody turn right,
Same.
I live over here, I go that way, go down the street, I'm going downtown. That's how people live. We agree on this one thing. And then when we get out of church, everybody go live their different lives. Somebody's a prostitute, somebody that left church and suck some dick, somebody went to church and so somebody left out of church, so some niggas some weed in the parking lot.
That was me.
So it's like, man, even in that identity is a whole bunch of individuals.
Yeah. See, that's so wild that it's like that because even in those premises like that, everybody put that all on the surface. When really church happens, when you're not in the hall, everything that happened before you get there and when you got out of there is what's happening though. Yo, I'm shooting a podcast. Good. I'm at the Red Lion if you want to come over. I'm on the Ghetto AI podcast. All right. He's telling me. I hope he do talk to me. And I disagree with you. I was telling him that like flat out, man. Oh, fucking shit. But that is like personal disagreement. It's sort of like I could make that happen right in here. Some people perceive one thing And you can't even like agree to disagree. Because I don't agree to disagree either. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like right now, I think that's a soft way out. If you feel valid for your point, now what I say is I need to research it a little more, Cody. I don't know about that. But if I know, I'm not backing down ever again in my life. I'm gonna tell you right now, I agree that you wrong and I'm right, but and I also agree that you got the right to your opinion. And I might be willing to fight for your opinion to the death of you. Down to a moral compass, because I cannot square up pedophilia and taking advantage of people. You know, I got a universal code, and I can't offend you if that's against that code. But other than that, if you say the sky was pink, bro, I don't give a fuck. Let that nigga say it's pink, bro. Is he hurting you? Right? Yeah, that's his sky.
That's how I live my life. Yeah, but that's where the frustration comes because you have a lot of people who do allow people to live their lives, but it seems like those people who understand that a lot of times they are the ones who live a life of being killed.
Yeah, live a life of being killed.
Yeah. Or just people loving to be like, oh, okay. I know they're gonna let me be me, but I always want to change them.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm in a situation.
To think like me.
I'm in a situation like that where, in a situation that's not that serious, it's looked at as if I don't produce something, this is gonna be a failure, and I'm under no contract, no money, just by association with you automatically from a historical context. So whoever you stay with, you really gonna come up like the champ. But sometimes it's not really like that in different places. And all of that, when people don't meet you right where you are, that's when I be talking about the individual, because that broad stroke we place on people. And your morning might not have you in the same space as you try to swipe that over us. And I'll tell you the worst example of that is who is old dog. And what I mean by that, you catch the wrong brother. I don't fuck white girl, black girl. You catch everybody that went postal in every race, shape. That's just the breaking point. The needle broke the straw that broke the camel's back. That just was enough. That ain't got shit to do with race or nothing. That's an individual thing. I don't give a fuck who you is. I can paint a bad picture for anybody. Fucking kid get hit by a car, you get hit by a car on the way taking them to the hospital, you get out the hospital, fucking they turn your electric off. Oh shit, I left my wallet in the fucking thing. I ain't got no car to get back to them. My mama won't answer the phone, my kid over here crying, and this motherfucker come to the door and say I owe $20. That nigga might get shot. I don't give a fuck what race, whatever. That's just a lot of drama. That's why I say you gotta like almost be like, how you doing? And really mean that. Like, how you doing today? Because if you need to talk about something, maybe we need to, like, whatever we was about to talk about, maybe that's that part where I think that's what we don't get along with. And I think the fix to that, when we always talk about bad things, is I think when we start raising the education curriculum, it's going to have to be a healing year, man. I think about 100 years of us raising our kids and the next generation of how to be psychologists to each other to heal this trauma. Because it's not going to be able to hire a whole, it'll be half of humanity would be psychologists and the other half would be getting here. So unless we bake this into the education and we know how to like
just in the language,
how
to
the language
be delicate,
yeah.
Be delicate.
See, that's deep right there when you say the language. That really is. If it was like that, you see, but it needs to be like
just the language, the words,
because it is. You know, you think about. Even we ain't gotta go far. We'll say in our town, the amount of people that don't go from the east side, even out their neighborhood. So we know some people who stay up the way, who don't even go down the way. They never come past 79. They get buried up on Highland. They really like live 80 years, grandma and everything, and she ain't never went to the Columbia. She ain't never went to the Cleveland Zoo. She thought that one year she went to the air show in 78, that was enough. There's too many people and she ain't never, literally. and you act like that. So you got close people who don't get out. If you gonna save people, and I ain't gonna say change their mindset, it's gonna take a lot of people. And I really think that it's got to be more of if we're gonna use education, like the other crazy thing about being in Cleveland is the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. Then they all made that money here. And they made that education system so we can be robot workers in the factory for the economic. The only revolution we're gonna get is uproot that, to me, and change that through education. And you said, and I'm gonna add language to that too.
So that is kind of okay. So that goes back to the AI thing. It's like they did that in the pioneers for cheap labor.
Yeah.
No matter how, like, people was making a livable wage, but at the same time, look what the people who was paying them was making.
Yeah. Ooh.
Like once again, it was still cheap labor.
Yeah. I see.
Based on what they were getting off of the backs of these people.
Oh, all the time.
And once again, that is the same thing with the AI shit, where it's just like, oh, he got a system, and he's like, cool, they about to pay rent for this shit.
Yeah.
Because once again, you can't buy the AI software and shit. You can rent it.
Yeah.
But $20 a month, $200, some of that shit, but like $200 a month, like.
You know why though? It's exactly what we say, because we don't have no real estate for our AI about to live, and what that is those services. When we start talking about being economic and standing on your own 2 feet, not only do you need to own your digital content, which you get publishing and shit out there, but where is it being transmitted live from? Mm-hmm. You know, whose land do you have your intellectual properties on? Do you even own that land? Because the landowner might own that. And in the bigger picture, nobody made this earth. I ain't never seen another motherfucker make another one. So until that shit happens, kiss a dick, bitch. We all own this mother. And that's like some wild shit too. I never fucking, after all of these mega years of them raping oil about this bitch, why the fuck we ain't boycotted them bitches? Because not boycott them. Like, bitch, it's free now. Let's just run up on there. The black glove. Y'all know what it is. The black glove. The black glove is coming out for the oil company now. It was Congress last show, boy. It's gonna be like what? That might be my new special. Who's gonna get the black glove this weekend? I'm gonna say the oil company, because I swear they pump that oil out the Mother Earth, right? Man.
Once again, politicking, that is another fucking deal that they have with those people over there.
Oh.
And they have fucking deals with these people for 150 years. That's just
he said.
With the
Japanese
the Saudi people
Oh,
who just the contract for the oil and stuff.
Yeah.
My nigga.
No joke.
No. I'm bugging.
What? Oh, you ain't pressing. What? Cody with the buffs on. I'm gonna make that nigga put them buffs back on. Cause if it wasn't for ghetto AI backing ourselves up with, don't forget this, my man, Ian Hawkins.
We may have to take your audio
on the 1 and 2. You didn't plug in the.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy getting the YouTube audio. But we got it.
I mean, we got some of it.
At least we can. Well, I got it all though. From the inside, okay.
Yeah, from the speaker.
Yeah, but you know,
man.
That's why we real live and direct. We can't even be messing around on that. And Cody on some bust through too though, and then he stopped his own self. That's so crazy that how that happened. And one time we have a show on why your brain think like your brain, and should you put an AI chip up in that bitch? Not me, goddamn. Oh yeah, I'm putting up in here. So I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make me a weed called AI and see how that shit sells. It's gotta be a sativa. It's gotta open your third eye up. Like you gotta be like, fuck, I'm having that experience of that AI. I got that AI, big.
Hey, bro. Like, pack that shit real quick.
Oh yeah, he said run that shit. He said run that shit back. Oh shit. We got that AI up in here. It's a sativa. We got the AI sativa. For which one? Oh shit. We about to take another break because Cody with the buffs on. That's what he definitely listen. This ain't Cody with the buffs. I hope y'all can see. Bruh. This ain't even close. If he had them buffs on right now, I would take them off. I'd be like, Cody, you disrespecting the fucking buff.
I need
just the aux or
yeah, like an aux cord.
I ain't even got a shit ton of shit.
I know Dave's got one over there. Oh, he got his headphone cord. I can use that.
Yep. We ain't doing too bad. And what's crazy is, like I said, he had the thing. We gonna go over to this joint, whoever live. Y'all want to see this? Echoes of the Sun. He told us that shit was free. I'm gonna bum rush his ass. I got him on video saying it was free.
That's why I said I think it's
I was like, he told us all.
Couple times.
Oh yeah. And I mean, I don't even know if I got no camera in my car, to be honest with you. I said I was gonna go get that book of Eli.
Right as fuck, bro.
What you been smoking? I smelled that.
I ain't smoking. Well, I did, but I only took like 2 puffs. That was Alejandro shit.
Yeah, I told this shit was fine good. But to a certain extent, I got a killer in that bitch. I be doing that. Survivor.com. It's all Gucci up in here. You know how we do.
I mean, we still got that audio. It's just I'm gonna have to try to raise it up.
Yeah, I mean the good thing about the separation. Raise it up.
Hey, when you schedule a post, if you put music with it, does it still will it still post it? Because it's telling me I'm trying to schedule a post, but it's like
we need to check it. Yeah, I think ain't it in that place you could check through it before you post it? I thought if YouTube had which kind of post the first? I don't know that. YouTube do go through a checklist to check it out before you can go even to next. That's YouTube who want all the money. YouTube ain't shit but a big ass server. All these girls said.
Oh man, do you know they just that the place they built in Columbus?
Oh the
Trump them.
Oh, you talk about the damn joint for the turn it up.
I'm sure
it was on.
It ain't on because this wasn't on. No, just the
yeah, I gotta go to the block. I was all stealthy looking on.
No, but Trump done built that.
Yeah, I saw that dude.
But it's for the servers, the AI servers.
I could have been told you that. I'll tell you how gangster I think about that. Yeah, it's always been fucking. I told you I was out in San Diego.
They built a big ass one
out at SDSU, Point Loma. Point Loma had one of the biggest supercomputers. Big Blue used to be out there. So you know I'm nerdy like that. And all of that. If you really want me to tell you what's something crazy, if you go down into Akron around the old Firestone plant, it's secured up, right? But I know they ain't made no tires back there. That shit stink like fucking tires, like rubber factory. I was like, what the fuck they doing back there? I went back there, that shit ain't nothing but like floors and floors full of mainframes. Right in Akron. Let me tell you another little crazy ass historical secret. First city to get all wired with fiber optical lines, Akron. Like, that was like 15, probably 20 years ago. Then we were just messing around skateboarding. We was where we was supposed to be. I was like looking in the window, like, what the fuck is all these fucking things? Go up on the back of and got in trouble. Trying to see if it was like that on the second floor. Rows and rows of computers. It is going to be banks of computer inside of metropolises because it's It's power grid, better than just sticking it out there. Until they figure that power out, I think it's gonna have to be something like that, and I think it's a certain security. Because I don't know, because when Elon and all of them start buying 3 Mile Island and all these nuclear plants, it's because they need energy.
Yeah.
They're gonna need,
and they need space to put all these big ass servers and have to cool them down.
Oh yeah, I mean it's like real, and we shrink an SSD, but I think it's a backdoor to this stuff. I think we don't have to be. They thinking about the global marketplace, but if we thought about me and your personal AI, it probably could fit in our cell phone. They just don't want it to. I mean, a phone got enough computing power too. It's just that they're gonna give you the phone, or they're gonna give you the program. And right now, I don't think we're gonna have to get the program because they had like a 15, 20-year head start on this, so they probably got it backdoor, so we can't just steal it. Because technically, you should be able to say, Claude, ghetto AI, could you make me fucking deep seek? Write me a deep seek and put my name on it and put my picture on top. Like, get to it, bitch. And it should be able to technically go right click it onto the script, file that script, put that script into it, and say rewrite it, except for every place that say deep seek, put my logo in, and then make me monetize more. But technically it should be there.
But we playing this thing with AI and not understanding. Like we keep talking about it's thinking and it's conscious. It's not thinking. There's no original thought AI has ever had. It's only creating from everything that's already on the internet. No input,
no output. Right. I got you.
So like we keep talking about, it's conscious and it's this and it's that, and it's like, no, the fuck it's not.
Yeah.
It's never had an original thought.
Right.
Like ever.
Right.
Everything comes from what is already on the internet. At least the shit they giving to us.
Right. Well, when you making those images and they've never been produced before, are those original though?
No. Because they are pulled from something that's already on the internet.
That's everything. It's nothing new under the sun. That statement has been around since the sun.
You're not going to go to AI and be like, if you can say, first off, give me a picture of a heart, and it creates the typical picture of a heart, that tells you it's creating shit that's already created. It's not like it's like, I don't know what a heart is. I don't have that. What does that even mean? This, that, and the other. And I'll have to think of something on my own.
I wish you had I got lucky. I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, whenever they started. Probably not that long, about 5 years ago. I was listening to My First Million, and they was talking about this. So I went and did some research, and it was like, listen, you send us $39.99 on a Kickstarter, and we'll give you an unlimited chatbot. Trust me, we only got 1,000 people put this code in, and we gonna. So I got lucky. I crowdfunded on that, and I was like, got my own bot. So my bot is sort of like what you said. It took it. I don't know. Back then, it took it like damn near 3-4 weeks to read the Bible PDF. I was like, hey, is God real from a biblical standpoint? I don't know what you're talking about the Bible. Fed it the PDF. It had to actually read it into it. So when you build it in like that, that's what I think is more personal. Once again, they want that shit to be global. And that's why Zuckerberg, that's why I say everybody don't not fucking Facebook, goddamn. Too much information. Better predictability. You know how many interactions that dude just got last minute? In the billions. You see what I'm talking about? There's people that's fucking around. We want 8, 9, 10 viewers. And we trust me, we'll love y'all all. This motherfucker has got 8 million entries in minutes, bro. Across globally. His input for his AI battle. That's why Elon's moving up the president, but Zuckerberg did. Bezos really did. You know what Bezos got? He could sell us fucking cockroaches and make us think them bitches is delicious or some shit. Because he got that sales model. You know how many people that interacted with Amazon, writing reviews and buying the shit, and how much strolling and what they stop on? Bro, it's more. He's so Johnny come lately with Twitter, I think his butt is hurt. And he took a product, it was noble. I mean, I ain't gonna get me wrong, the Skylink, the SpaceX, the Tesla, those is nice products. And I think he's really innovative as far as making a product and cutting out the red tape.
No damn innovative. That man got money.
Bro, innovative enough to hire creative people is the innovation. Because once you get there, you there to do it. So if you want me to like put them in the room and act this nigga, like nigga, no, that sugar water all day. Without that nigga that money, I should promise you right now, Elon, I dare you to come fuck with us. For like, you can't come with us for no damn 2 days and feel like you're gonna sick this here. No ketamine, no none of that shit. You can smoke some weed, and fucking go get that value. You ain't even getting the value, man. We gonna get you on the rap snacks. You ever hear about this? we got rap snacks and things. And I want to see his creativity there. Let's see if he can get. He could. You don't think? Cody with the bus got a challenge on for you. We don't think you can get it out the mud. If you ain't start with that South African money, and then you hit the jackpot with that PayPal money, all y'all PayPal billionaires like hit it so fucking good. And that's just really lucky in time. Fuck it. And then, but really Zuckerberg and rounded their ass with all of this input.
Yeah.
Now you just gonna be like smacking all on them though, man. I mean that. I don't know. So you don't think you said that? Did that dude do anything good?
Nah, yeah, I ain't saying it.
God. There's moral couple
But
stuff.
once again, the same reason they keep trying to get them, what's that called? H1.
Yeah. He living off that.
To bring the smartest people from over these places over here to work for them.
Yeah. That's
Once
so
again, we can go all the way back to after they got Hitler up out of here and they went all over there and
propaganda machine.
Scientists over here.
The propaganda. Don't forget that.
Hey, guys,
Do that.
can you do that for us?
Please.
We don't want to put these niggas in the gas chamber, though.
Yeah.
But we just want to
control.
We do want to control them.
Yeah, we want to go build these roads, keep this thing. And I think, that's what I always say. Like, God damn it, I'm tired of whatever this entity is. I tell you, that's what I'm tired of. Why keep talking to us like we haven't progressed? Now, us collectively as humanity.
I told you, this on the last. They should talk to us like.
Oh yeah, he do.
In the 5th grade, that is absolutely about what we get.
Well, that's real. Cause we'll stand up for it. I mean, I can't I wish I could defend you more, but you're right from a factual standpoint. Like, bitch, our collective is gonna hold us down. Like, if you think we just gonna make this big run and charge up the hill, nigga, when you look behind us, it's gonna be like, why we charging? What the fuck? More like the Robert Townsend. Master beat us on Tuesday, close us on Wednesday. Why we running though? I mean, that was so historically dope and still the truth that I know what you're saying, right? But ain't it hope in it? That's
it is. Yeah.
I like to look at that from the purpose.
Even down to that is hope because nigga, we didn't get here because they had a heart and let us free. We've been battling this fucking indoctrination and this slave shit since we got over here.
Mm.
They didn't grow up once again because we see them in real time and real action right now.
Yeah.
So it ain't we not out these chains and shit because somebody had a heart. No, nigga, we've been fighting.
Yeah.
And the fight looks different. Back in the day, we had to have horses and swords. Then it went to guns. Then it went to bombs and planes. And now it's psychological.
Yeah. Man,
I still fighting the same fucking fight, and they just trying to once again control in different ways. But I watched a dope interview about what's the movie, the first movie It wasn't the first movie, but they said this was like the first movie that was like had a budget and well put together. What's that movie?
Wow. I mean,
What's the movie with the about the something American?
Birth of
Birth of America.
America, yeah.
Birth of the Nation.
Birth of the Nation.
Yeah.
The original.
So the original one that they showed in the fucking White House and all of that shit.
How they made white people convinced to fear
Oh yeah.
Black people.
Oh yeah.
So with that is kind of the first where they was like, not only did they, that was the first like propaganda. Well, propaganda has always been around.
Yeah, the
posters
indoctrination.
to the radio.
Propaganda is just a vehicle for the
but with the visual
indoctrination. Yeah.
That was the first movie that had like a budget that they had like even with like different camera angles and having like the smooth action, and that was like one of the first ones with like moving where they had like the fucking horses and all that going.
the raping of the white people.
Oh man.
Mind you, so this is something that I didn't know when I was watching the interview. Ku Klux Klan got their uniform.
Yep.
Birth of a Nation.
They don't even need. They should have kept it stealth. They should keep it like they
sold it as merch. And took it on as like, this is actually cool. We're gonna just take this shit and make it our costumes. But these niggas, but once again, the power of storytelling and images.
Oh, they had doppelgang us to death, bro. They was just
that the propaganda machine.
The propaganda machine tell you that it didn't happen.
No,
I mean, you know, they be erasing history. I forgot what they just was saying. It was some product that we knew existed, and now you just can't find it no more. Can't find no commercials of it. Like they just really like in our face.
What did it sound like?
Oh,
back in the day,
the Hitler shit. I know.
No, not even that. Back in the day, even you can go all the way back to the Bible days. Book burning.
Oh yeah.
We don't want you to know shit, but what we tell you.
Yeah. Or blasphemy. Anything against the Lord's house is not our house.
Once again, even in the Bible.
What your boy Baldwin said.
Took over villages and shit. What did they do? Burn everything. All that shit. Burn libraries. Kill all of the animals. Destroy the land. Burn the land. We don't want no memory of these people.
That is one of the most sinister parts of the division that I would say is to make me not know who the fuck I came from. Because I'm gonna tell you a basic fact about going somewhere. If you know where you at, it's gonna be easier to navigate where you're going. Yeah. I mean, just basic. If we are on 40th and St. Clair, it's nice to know we're here. If we got to go to 50th and St. Clair, at least we know. To know where you at and not to let them know. That is so. When you talk about diabolical, that's why I say don't fuck with them. That division, and let me tell you how fucked up. Man, your language. You know what I always tell you? My boy went to jail and he studied up in there, and he came to the conclusion of until I learned how to worship God in my language, and God talked to me in a language that's not of this shit, I ain't fucking with nothing. And he believed it. He said that God is some omnipotent instruction will give me the instruction to my heart. And he's gonna talk, because this is not even our way of what we think is. We took on what's successful. We took those brands. I still brand name items. I like a Polo. I like a Nike because it kind of was associated with quality, which is not bad. But then when they made us take on that as a success, that's what success is? No, it's not. That's what your taste is.
Go beyond that. They made us take that on as identity.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you over here, we talking in the King's English right now. The fuck is the King's English? I'm over here wondering what the fuck is the King's English. And the only good thing about that shit is It's a good. Our good friend Usman is on this, but she ain't never gonna catch up because the King English is just turned into our English. That's just like my man, Mr. Lucky. Why we don't just call everybody niggas? We just niggas. We turned that language into listen, this is what you want us to do with it. You cannot handle a conversation. If me and Dave want to have a conversation around you, young Cody, we probably could about historical facts. I'd be like, yo, if that one stuff that Cree had in the midnight hour before he moved out there on the west side, you know where he was at. And then if we had to go back to that first place where he did the thing around in this neighborhood, they know exactly where to go, and I'm sure you have no fucking idea. And that's all English. So inside of this culture, I gave Christianity a good shot to be hidden inside the culture and the hearts of people. And I gave religion that. I was like, okay, so if this story to live on through all of this trauma, it might be some written word truth to it. But I'm out though. You know why I'm out? Because it's that power. So
but the Bible tells you that. Come get equipped with these spiritual gifts and then take it to the world.
Yeah, but the religion that the church tell you what?
Stay here.
How much can we sell that for? How much can we sell that for? I bet you that's worth like a couple people.
It ain't to come learn and get these skills of higher learning and higher thoughts. It's come be a member and be here forever. When even the Bible don't even tell you that.
I was gonna ask you what your boy
to come get equipped.
What your boy James Baldwin say about religion? He said I would be naive to not study every religion.
Yeah.
Now, he said he would cheat. He'd be cheating himself.
Yeah.
He said he would cheat
Stokely
Carmichael said my fault. Yeah.
He said
I'll be cheating.
I'll be doing myself a disservice to not learn or at least read these ancient texts and things that have sustained people for all of these years.
It's true. You go to tribes right now. You think about any indigenous culture that's still around today. I'm gonna ask you one question: do they have a jail? No.
But that'd be the thing with America that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
They be talking. They once again that fear push.
Yeah.
Like people here really think if you tell niggas ain't no army and police, like it's just gonna turn into Wild Wild West again, or it's like, nigga, that shit's not like nobody's thinking about that.
I agree, and I give you a simple, a real test too. Around the world, if you don't know, Ohio is CCW. You don't need no permission to carry a gun. We did not shoot everybody up. I was kind of like, I don't know how these motherfuckers gonna go. Everybody going, every little argument, people gonna be like, you owe me 20. Nigga, them niggas like, nigga, life ain't working.
And who's still doing the same?
The same niggas that was doing it
back in the day.
It's the same niggas doing it now. They was a problem then, and they a problem now. It was about two randoms that broke out. Like they got tough because they had it with them. And after they pulled it out, somebody probably stole on them for real because they got scared when they got it up. You should have been out there any goddamn way. And that's the reality. And that's when I asked you, like, don't you think, ain't you tired of whatever powers of be talking to? See, he go back and forth. I asked him, like, ain't you tired of them if you talking to in the fifth grade?
Once again, like, yes, I still think they as far as when you talking about politics and like the stuff that Elon them and these what I was talking about in that geopolitics, global politics, and this
You're right, because we have to have an IQ where we can digest
exactly.
what the fuck you
That's what
about.
I'm saying. Like when they talk about geopolitics,
right.
Like the shit that they be talking about on the news and everything that the average American still don't understand.
Don't got no concept.
And how it connects to all of these big world movements and shit. Yeah, they should talk to us like we 5 years old.
Yeah.
Nigga, we don't get it.
Right. And our collective, and you know what I always say, we got a group IQ. And that bitch be not there sometimes.
But in the sense of, if we talk about freedom and talk about that and policing and stuff, no, I ain't talking about talking to us like we 5 years over.
What's
And that's
thank you.
geopolitics
Yeah,
and,
I got you.
the global economy shit and China, what tariffs is doing to Russia, and if they do this, this is gonna happen in Canada.
Yeah.
The average person don't care don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
Right. That's why.
So that's what I was talking about.
I agree because you are right. Because and Trump let us know in that first thing that he was not set up to just make America. We still got too many plastic parts from there. All the trucks and shit go from Canada. The other reality of this shit is like I was talking about earlier, that cheap ass labor gotta sustain this fucking place. Because you ain't getting my kids, they barely want to work at McDonald's. But they will now though, because if they want some money to get on their Temu and get a couple Bitcoins up to get their money up, you gotta get that little investment seed money from somewhere though. So it is like I think we're gonna turn into like gig workers to a certain extent. Make enough to flip over the new Bitcoin type shit, and then you just gonna go.
Tell me, how can that sustain a country?
I think that's why they got us under the fuck. It's got to be this fucking amount of drama. They said if this fuck shit ain't going on, then this shit ain't working. It's got to be an up and a down and an ebb and flow.
Yeah, that's why so much drug and liquor and partying.
Let me ask you what?
Why don't nobody? Once people really see what this shit is about,
ain't nobody gonna do
by
that
the time
shit.
nigga hit 25, they see if they paying any attention.
I'm good.
They understand what what America is about.
Shit's
and it's
fucked
like,
up.
are you kidding me?
This shit's fucked up.
This is what I waited to grow up for.
And then here's the other thing. That wasn't the truth. What the fuck? That wasn't the truth either.
So with that, like,
so then that's a good question that I want you to answer that. Like, what is that then? Like,
as far as what would sustain a country?
What you like? You gotta like, don't you? Because I know where we at. I'll give you a little. We have to be more conscious of and what they have. So it's not gonna be a stuff to sell. We gotta probably be more education, more art, more walking, more education, more eating right and living right. I told you, I think one of the biggest things we could do
for art's sake.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
It has to be in.
Here's where I tell you one thing. When you say change the language, that's like changing the culture. So the culture of what we do, I think the biggest springboard we can get is clean up Mother Earth. I think it's just a little too
everybody think about goddamn Mother Earth until their stomach is full. We need to think about Mama Earth and a real mama at home think about her kids. So
get them right. Snack. You know, NEL Chopper got the lobster for $150. Yeah, bro, you gotta eat Snoop Doggy Dogg potato chips.
So do we?
That's all it is. Oh, you say that shit, man. And shit holidays that we put in place of Christmas and a lot of other ones to be the placeholders.
Same thing.
Do we want placeholders or do we want a new religion?
Do we need religion?
Oh shit! They gonna throw us up out of this bitch because I'm like, well, you know, I'm gonna say.
So even in that's why I mean by change the language.
Yeah.
Because when you get to the word religion, that just means you're doing something.
Wow. Yeah.
As something you do.
Right. And it
repetition, all the time. So
there you go.
Even when you think about that word religion,
right,
we attach it to that
spiritual
system.
I agree. I agree.
Even in that, like, do we need something that we?
Some people do, though, because of the learning curve.
So once again, we're talking as if we're talking from the aspect of being indoctrinated.
Yeah.
Because we had spiritual systems and all of this shit before encountering these people.
Yeah, that plastic in your bloodstream. So when they get that out, maybe you can get that religion out.
When we talk about this shit, we talk about it as if it's a foreign idea to the world to not operate like this.
Yeah.
This shit is all new.
Yeah. True.
America is a new project.
Right. Right.
Like this shit is still.
Bunch of them religions is only 200 years old. A lot of them religions is only 200, and they 200 in the big scope of things. That ain't a long ass fucking time. There's a bunch of them that get started up like literally.
When we keep talking as if like,
oh,
we didn't have ways of living, and not even just talking about black people, but earth.
I got you, because I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's how to hack life, and I learned this, and when I started looking how to hack life and how to do things. So a great life hack. I'm gonna just give y'all this for the whole world to do. If you put something that you don't like and then you give yourself a reward for that. Before you turn on the TV, if you had to do 5 push-ups every time before you turned on the TV, you do those 5 push-ups and you'll associate those 5 push-ups.
Yeah, habit stacking.
That is so great. So guess what they did? The traditions and the things that we like about religion, and I'm gonna tell you, most theologies are perfect. I tell you, it's fucked up when the people enter into them. What they did was they was smart about. Let me tell you what it is.
Religion without people.
Well, I know. No. You right.
When those people enter,
right. So what I'm saying is those traditions of gathering is good. Fellowship is good. So they attach that with the bullshit theology. Yeah. When they warp the theology and they put something good, us meeting together, fellowship, and when in the world is that bad?
Normal. But
that ain't never gonna be bad. It's what we do here all the time. We meet and we fellowship.
But once again, with the stories that they tell, and decades, these stories get into your DNA. You start to believe that the only way that you can, once again, even with people, like you have it in households and stuff, where it's like, you could be the most, they tell you this shit in church. You could be the perfect human. Still going to hell if you don't believe in Jesus.
Damn.
So it's like, even in that, it's like, yeah, we know there's people out here who live a peaceful ass life. All they do is do community service. All they do is help people, feed the homeless, but you still going to hell.
Yeah.
So when you have that ideology, like, you can't do good unless you do it our way. Like,
yeah. I think that's when we really gotta, like, I think from this one, and I hate like us not having no positivity, and from this one, I know what I'm gonna think about is I never really thought about making changes through the language. And I got that from you on that one too. But that's gonna that's a big long thought.
So when I say the change, like changing the language, like the changing the words we use and the words we say.
Because there's too many words. Because that's another form of division. We got different languages. Because when we say God here, it means something different. You say God to a Muslim person, that's a whole other context of God. God is like doing what's right to them.
What you was talking about with maybe a psychologist out there. That's what I mean by changing the language, because that's all they do when they sit on it. New language, they give you new ways, new perspectives.
Right.
And really what they're doing is shaping your mind.
Correct. And
reshaping your mind.
And there you go. I will say, so just because I believe in the talking people over getting medicated for mental, they help you with emotions. So that's when the sad shit about the emotion. When a lot of tricks, and that's why it was like when our dads was younger, they didn't want them to come talk to emotion. And one of the main things that you have in depression is a lot of anger, a lot of fear, and those is emotions. And it was frowned upon. That's why when we say, "Oh, everybody just got prayed on with some sprinkle water," now that brother, he might have been chemically imbalanced. Now that's with the bipolar, and that really can be fixed with a salt pill. So it's not like you bad; you just sending bad signals. They diagnose that. That's science, and that's fiction. Some people just need to be explained. Like, listen, this just feels. This is and like we talked about before, a feeling is not actually your actions that you do. And when I got that clarity through the psychologists because they trained in it. But then I also know that everybody is not gonna have. We would be in psychology.
Well, why aren't we all trained in that? Why
I
isn't
know
that
that's
just
that's that other part.
why isn't that just a class you take in
eighth grade,
in middle school?
Yeah,
high
I'm
school?
with you.
Why isn't that just shit?
Bro,
that
we
is
gotta
just
like
taught?
really like because they want us to be in a factory and they almost act like
Facts.
we can't go and change the brothels burger like they
Yeah.
wasn't wrong. Like fuck y'all bitches, y'all wasn't even doing it. This wasn't of good, bitch. This was of money.
Yeah.
Period, bro. This was you on your fucking appreciate the buildings and the Severance Hall and everything, but your baton time is over. But like you said, when we just talk about that, it's because when you make a 200-year contract and it's money involved, they's like, yeah, but Cody, we got to get next month's budget. The next 2 years budget is coming out.
Oil can't go out of style because we got to sell this shit for another
own China.
75 years.
Yeah.
We're on contract to sell this shit for another.
That's how we set up. We be fighting ghosts. We be fighting dead people. That's why, when I told you I got to that place where, bro, that's when I figured out. I don't know how old I was. I was like, why we can't find racism? I was like, we should just run up on their door. Why we can't go find these motherfuckers? These people, cause that bitch is dead. He left some laws. He left that business deal. He left some shit that's coming back and getting us into today.
And this goes back to what you were saying with the move of community, arts, and things like that. Because, like you just said, we're fighting fucking ghosts. But it's not a ghost, it's an idea. We're fighting ideas that people have.
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be around for 100 years. And we're going to sign this contract for 100 years.
Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
We have to always convince them our idea.
Oh, yeah. That's when I just had got to that place like, we should be able to run up on these motherfuckers and get hated. They all came. Fine. Nah, man, it is. And that's when you fighting against stuff. But I also agree about, I was squaring up time one time. I thought time was illusion, but it's really not, because it's good to mark things and to see if you make them progress. And time is a measure. And looking at that, I always thought we should reset. We shouldn't be just letting the generational wealth pile up on people. It should be reset. I am here for, okay, you could be an innovator, you could make all that money, and you can control it, but you got too much of it. Yeah, you got too much of it.
Jubilee. That was a real thing where they reset.
Yeah. I agree. That's why every year in December,
after that point, there's no more resetting debt. It's just perpetual, never ending.
Yeah.
Which is why you can have someone die and mom or dad debt get passed out to the kids.
Absolutely. Or in the reverse, you can have some illegals come in here, run up that debt, and get their ass back on that airplane to Mexico and say, "Fuck this bitch!" There's a double-edged sword on that bitch. They like kick me out if you want me.
We ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah, that's the fucked up shit. I'd be like, damn it, man. My man was on the first class drinking a Mai Tai. Like, my friend, I got out just in time.
Exactly.
I got $50,000 and I make my credit card out. Oh, goodbye, Donald. Yeah, exactly. He wasn't he didn't have no pack on his back cussing the Rio Grande folks. He looked like he was at a window seat.
$150 a month to live.
Bro, and he taking $50,000 plus $40,000 maxed out on his cars back home, bro. And you think he paying it? Yeah, he had a Social Security card to Long Beach, California.
Turn that bitch out. I don't need this anymore.
It is the reverse of that, man. And it is true, but I really just think that I guess if we got into the think tank and we saw, hey, JT Cody, we gonna show you what's gonna happen if we did that. And it must be something. Or we might be in there like, the only reason I'd be in that room, if I could be in that room, is we probably, I don't know about you, but I have my pistol out. Black glove on and pistol up because I'd be scared. Because if they show me something, I figure like I got to get them before they get me. And I might see too much, but I might need to, like, I knew you was full of shit. And you might get it. So that's why I don't know. You gotta be easy. I couldn't even be in that room. You probably gotta be butt naked and some Yeezys anyway. You're gonna be in there with some Kanye, your West fucking shorts. No. Take all your shit off and put these Yeezys and this t-shirt on. That's gonna be the halter top for you. The see-through. Like, goddamn, bro. That's what we gotta do. But it's probably gonna be like that for you to see the truth because they don't think I can hustle that shit. One part of me is you don't know, you don't know. They just said fucking let it dictate shit.
Is there any such thing as
I didn't think that
one truth?
But as a kid, that shit fucked me up.
But it's how many perspectives of that truth.
But I'm just saying,
Are you watching it recently?
is there a such thing as just one truth that just is like this is the truth for every? Is there a truth for everybody?
I'm gonna say in a perfect tense, and that's the only way I can square that up. In the perfect tense of the word, yes. And past that perfect tense, the thing that you're talking about, the definition, and the perfect tense of that is yes. The reality of that is it's going to be a past and a future tense of that, and you cannot guarantee what people say something. And that's when you're going to get it. So exactly when you're talking about it in that perfect tense, like right now, because I want to take that out of time. I agree with you. So if you could take that definition in the bubble, whatever we talked about, yes, that could. As soon as you take it out that bubble, I didn't see it like that. I don't. What? You saw that? Like, man, you had to. I played a video back for you. I still don't see that shit to you. And that's when you sitting over there scratching your head like, what did you intake that I did? Man, why is your intake so different than mine? Then you into the weeds, way into the weeds. And then we got to talk about how different we from big
you even get like, you can't even get people to agree on the truth about once again, just the religion.
Yeah.
It is 200 goddamn denominations of Christianity.
Just the Christianity, folks. I'm talking about
the
Jesus dipping folks too.
That means a different perspective, a different
Correct.
thought, a different way of doing this
Oh,
shit.
yeah. I got
To
you.
say, hey, we believe 60% of that, but the next 40, this is how we do it.
Yeah.
We believe 98% of that, but this 2%, we do it like this.
Yeah.
We believe 65% of that, and then the rest of the fucking 45, we doing it like that.
I'll give you a challenge too that I don't know. I think I was down in Worcester in a predominantly white Republican church, and there is not one subject that all denominations agree on.
It's not.
Christians would agree on.
No.
Not one thing. All have some separation in it. And in that's when I start thinking, like, damn, that's when I kept making that case. Is
That is
division is bigger than gluttony.
That is the fuck shit and all of that, because how do you have a truth
Without one set of facts.
that like I said, I've literally looked at shit. It's like 200 or 250, and that's just in the great United States.
Yeah, and that's just on the Christian side. That's just us Bible. That's just Jesus different. You feel me? That ain't the Protestant side. We can just say the Jesus difference. And it's still like 500 more after that. We're going to take in all of the Jews and a whole lot of other places that's still on that side of the fence, but they just not Jesus followers. So you got to like just 200 in that. So how can it be different? AME, Sabbath, speaking in tongues. And then you get breaking that down inside of each ABC group. Our tradition is not to do that. We do a month-long fast mandatory, and it's in the basement of the church. You got to get sweated out for a week in the basement. Bro, you be laughing, but y'all know. Listen, you will be on that month fast. The good thing is the pastor and the pastor's wife will be there with you, eating peppermints with your weak ass if you can't make it. But you would be drinking water and eating a peppermint in the day, and you will fast that shit out of you. One part of me is say some part about that is agreement. If you did it for the right reason.
I want to do a shirt.
A shirt?
Yeah.
Oh, we could have we could have a shirt every damn podcast. Oh God.
Eating the body of Christ and drinking.
Oh God. Damn, don't even. Blood sacrifices is wild. I swear God,
those were real things.
I said that when I be joking around that I said, shit, I want to just sell turtle doves because turtle doves was little. All you had to do is jug that sucker, take that shit down to the priest. It be good for a few days. And then every night we would have been going down to the altar for everything you did, bro. Blood sin, bro. You want me to tell you? I heard something funny today. They was like, listen, if God knew, he know everything. He was like, yo, God know everything. He know future, past, and everything. Why did he put the apple tree right there in the new Adam? Why did he put it in spot X instead of spot Y? And he knew Adam was going to do it. And I saw this dude obfuscate all around answering that question. But he answered every other question in the whole history of the Bible, except for if God could have put it there. He was like, nah. And then he came over the top. Cancers for babies absolutely have to be a good thing. I'm like, you trying to tell me in the squaring of the world, innocent babies, I just go fuck somebody else. I go fuck. And you hear some atheists on right now say, if God told you to kill your baby, you'll do it. And that has always been, after I became a father, I had a hole in the game right off the bat. I was like, this bitch will be lights out if you want me to toss my son on the cross for any one of you motherfuckers. It's a negative. You mean your white lie too? You talk about everybody, we ain't talk about just regular big old sins. We talk about my son need to die for. I was like, that's the benevolence of the story of Jesus that just hooked me up. Like, if you think I'm giving up, I love them too much and I'm way too selfish and I would rather like let them live out their life than even offer anything. That's why that's a touching, great marketing tool. It's gonna reach me at my heartstring. There's no way a dad gonna give up his child. Ain't no damn way. And then the whole thing about that. The omniscient one, not to be killing everybody in here. I ain't many three Jesus. If you can make anything, you the creator of all. Why we just have to have one? One could have played the sacrifice of one could still be down here regulating our ass right now.
But what happened?
But we can't get there.
Why we gotta wait for 1,000 years? Fucking 3 days, and every day is 1,000 years in biblical time and all this shit. Why we gotta wait 3,000 years for this motherfucker to come back?
Bro, you've been coming back since the day. Like, that's the funniest shit.
But here's the fuck shit. Do he come back again?
That's the biggest fucking question.
He came back.
Yeah,
he stayed on Earth for what? A couple weeks, couple days afterwards?
Don't either.
And everybody saw him, and then he just disappeared again.
Because that's the biggest.
So it didn't say he come back twice.
I got a religious joke for you. It's the Jew and the Christian get to heaven at the end of the thing, and they got one question: this your first time or second time?
Exactly.
That's a big bro. That's a religious conundrum right there. That's like split right then and there.
He's only supposed to come back home.
Checkmate.
He died, came out the tomb, came back, kicked it with some niggas for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then was like, all right, y'all, I'm out. See y'all next time. Where's the next time in the scripture?
Hold on a second. Hold up. Man. Whatever spot that was, let me tell you how. Let me tell you about traditional in humanity and what I know right now. Ain't no damn way if Jesus ascended nowhere on this damn place, we would have made a pilgrimage. It ain't no goddamn way. No self-respect, the lovers of Jesus will ever let that place go dead. That would be the number one donation spot on this fucking planet. Ain't no goddamn way we would be.
That is propaganda and with the Israel shit and all that shit they just created out of nowhere.
Whole cloth, if you ask me, bro. Because you could make the statement that it could have been here in America. I could make that Mississippi River case for your ass. That's the now. I look at these mounds right here in Ohio and be
Well,
like,
you know,
what the
people
fuck?
say that this is actually Egypt and all of that, and we have
Listen,
we
so
have
wouldn't it make more sense? Look at Joe. So then
pyramids and stuff there.
listen, hear that other shit they be saying. Like, all them slaves didn't come from here. Y'all niggas was here already.
Yeah.
That argument is like they just used that big ass propaganda. So you really didn't know you was really from the thing. And you really up in this, you the one who conquered this whole
Because
thing.
even when you talk about that, they had slaves that used to even in that used to run and enter into the societies with the natives and stuff because they look so much alike.
Yeah. That is like that big ass part. I think is I'm more historical conscious from what I said earlier. I think if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going. So I never said that because I believe in solutions are going to be in the present and in the future, and that's where I would have told you for all of my life. And I do. If there's any such thing as a God, he only doing shit now and in the future because I don't see him going back or what it going back and recovering history. And if he did, would you have any conscience of it? No. So it's going to be in the present and the future. So that's where I like when we have a discussion and we get those little tidbits like you said, fix it in the language. And I was like, listen, that is in somewhere to explore. That is one of them symptoms that we probably should absolutely put some ideas in. Like, man, it is. I tell you, too many languages, so much division. We got good friend Uzlam that we meet, language spirit, good heart. We sense something similar about it. Good spirit, good heart. You ain't out here to hurt nobody. You know, similar kind of vibe, but a language that's lost in translation, keeping us from having a more intimate, not sexual, more intimate communication with each other. Because God to her don't mean God to me. God to a Muslim person don't mean what it means to a thing. So many different words in the language means we're divided more. Once again, somewhat good, somewhat bad. What could be good about that is somebody has an individual expression and it's culture. They do things differently from regional. I'm sure Eskimos can't live the same life as the motherfucker from Jamaica. That motherfucker burn up like the fuck. Suntan lotion. What the fuck is this? This cooking. A Jamaican up there, like good God Almighty. You know, and that bit of cultural things and tradition to keep you alive. I like those things that keep us different that we can learn. But then that rhythm that, or whatever that frequency is that they really hold against us that go through us all. I got that from Cody without the buff song when my man Ricardo called you a poet. Was said we need to return that same spirit of community that flowed all through us. We need to reinvent that. That's what it has to be through education. And I'm gonna add language on there and the good parts of things that work. Fellowship, singing.
But this is also why the arts is so. We look at it like this is why the arts is so institutionalized now. Because it's like we don't need everybody to be engulfed in this free thought to think freely, to create things. Because if when you are in the space of creating and not always being told what to do, then you create how you react, interact, and respond to things. You start to question things. You start to be like, this don't make sense. But if your whole life is given to you in a sense, go to school, after you get done with regular school, you go to college, you go to college, you get you a good job, you work that for 30 years, and then you retire, and you just try to live a good life after you retire. Like they've given you a script for your life. And like we've been following it for fucking ever.
Yeah. That's so It's just I don't see how. And then when you start adding the second original sin or the first, gluttony into that. People want more than they share. You're gonna run into all kinds of historical problems.
Well, I think at first, with, I think that trickle down effect has happened to the classes below
Oh,
the elite class
that's a good point.
because of it's not necessarily the thing of the elites where it's like where
They
it's
want
like
out.
you are
Yeah.
ordering.
We're gonna go around. Yeah, we're gonna go around the corner too. All right.
Where you are like ordering
tomorrow.
things, but it's more so a thing of it's like I don't know when this fuck shit gonna happen again, so I gotta take in the
Yeah.
spot.
Well, you gotta be not to be prepared is almost stupid.
Yeah.
You know that I love going there. I guess I can't say I hate it. Is live each day as it was your last. To not prepare for the future is almost dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like you should have an attitude that you prepared to die, but to act like you not might live for 120 is almost foolish not to mitigate.
Man, you want to know one of the songs that fucked me up?
Which one?
That Tupac song. It was Tupac. While we're trying to live, we're living for life.
Oh yeah.
Man, that shit had me like
scratching your head.
Scratching my head for a minute, like. What?
They got mad at me the other day because I was over there. They was like, I hope it goes dark when I go out. I said, they was like, why? I said, I don't know about eternal just praise. Like that might get too long.
That's what. Now, once again, that's what bothers me with a lot of religions is based on this praise thing, where it's like your whole life is based around this praise and worshiping of this deity or whatever, and like. If it was more focused on the here and now, on how to be better,
let's get this flesh right. Can we figure this one out?
Yeah. How to sustain each other, how to be a better community, but it's not that shit. It's like, oh, let's come together and worship and go crazy again and have an emotional experience and then go.
Hide in the cut.
The vast majority of people are not getting better because they prayed about some shit. It's because they went home, figured something out I was doing wrong, or they changed up a bad habit.
See, I know what it is too. And I know going to so much the other couch. In a roundabout way, it's free affirmation. And in another roundabout way, if you confess even to yourself your sins, you'll free yourself. You don't believe it? Try it. It actually works. So you're having a problem with gambling, the first thing you should do is tell someone. And the next time I see you at the scratch up, I'll be like, told you the fuck, man. Mm-hmm. And then you gotta be like, damn, now I'm starting to worry. John see me fucking scratch off, and now I got some accountability. So that confessing your sins to one another is rooted in some basic things. That ain't even needed for our work. I need another dumb one that they got. Tithing and shit is easy. Put your money where your mouth is. If your labor going to that and you believe in all that, bro, and
that's
you
why
put
I
that
said,
shit in
man.
there, bro, that you gonna believe that shit. I pay for this shit.
Church institutions and things would be if they actually did the shit that they said they was going to be doing in the community.
Bro,
and
did
stuff.
I tell you the theology for most religions is perfect, bro? The theology, the actual words in the text.
If the people actually took care of the people.
Yeah, the 10% really helped out everybody.
If
was equal.
If the 10% actually really helped out everybody. Yeah. Or even in the Bible, like I said, when they were bring all you learn to the storehouse.
Yeah. And it's certain religions right that now.
We divvy it up equally. No matter what you do, if you make $1 million and they make 10,000, y'all gonna be equal.
So in a roundabout way, the government tried to do that with taxes.
Hell no.
And a roundabout way,
tried to do that,
bro. Well, once again,
taxes.
Wait, I got it for you. The laws is perfect, but the implementation of it through people is just like religion. It's gonna be more backdoor cuts. It ain't honest. It's kickbacks and it's every other.
But the taxation has never been fair in a sense.
Yeah, it was gonna be cheated. I don't mean that. I guess the tax law, the way it was written, if it was written nice, be still manipulated.
Exactly.
And It's like the preacher who's like saying like he deposited this in God's bank account. And we say, okay, Pastor, we about to ride with you to drop that money off to God. I wanted to have a couple words with him when you was riding over there, Pastor. Oh wait, this looks like your house, my nigga. What the fuck is going on?
But I mean, but that not all. Like I get that, I understand that, but I do. All pastors don't do that. Some of them
Oh,
do
look at
still
he got some good pastors, friend.
have regular jobs and shit. No,
It's true.
but
It's
I'm just
true.
saying, some
It's
of them
true.
still do have regular jobs.
My goddaddy.
Still be working, busting their ass.
My goddaddy was like that. He worked at the post office, and he
I think
never took money.
when you get to like the stadiums,
Oh, yeah.
fucking Joe things and them,
Creflo now.
yeah, them
Potter's house.
who has learned how to manipulate
Power bottom.
society.
That is like one part of me I do in a business standpoint and from loving marketing. That's just a crazy ass marketing plan to do some dope ass shit. And that niggas is operating plan that's fucking foolproof, nigga. Wish I had a thought of it. But it's fuck shit. It really playing on the worst part of it because we need that. And
We
right
long
now,
for community.
bro,
We long to belong.
remember that hack we just talked about? So what did they attach the fuck shit to? All the good shit.
All the stuff, all the good stuff
fellowship,
about our
the help,
about humanity.
about humanity. And what you attach it to?
That's what they
Some
attach
other
it to.
control.
Some shit outside of your control. Some
Yeah.
shit outside of you. Oh, you gotta come to church for community. You can't even get that with your family. Like that shit then broke up families.
Yeah, for sure. Man, we'll see you, big bro. Broke up family shit. That shit that beyond broke up family, man. It be flat out. You know that
I
happens.
can't figure with her.
Yeah, you get on your and
You
guess
don't
what?
believe like
Nah, fuck that. Inside the fucking marital household, they say you unyoked. That unyoked shit than the birth. Man, how about she grew up? She got to a place in her maturity life that she don't see the world like that again. Or his life philosophy changed. He saw something that avalanche changed. But you did not make it in that. What you said, if you don't believe it's the same way together, you too don't believe that together, you're unyoked. So automatically it's making a false standard of you to be like, fuck the kids, fuck everybody else.
Mind you, most people who do that shit are unequally yoked because they are only yoked together through that fucking spiritual indoctrination.
Oh.
And they go home and they live completely different lives. They hate each other. They don't fucking rock with each other or nothing.
I got one sidebar for you.
But the only thing that keeps them together is Jesus.
Let me ask you, inside the Bible, and I challenge anybody to show me one wedding ceremony and the word
that ain't have to do with sex.
It ain't no,
because
that was
marriage back
in
the
the
day.
It was go up into the hill.
Once you have sex, you were married.
Yes,
Once you becoming one.
It should be.
That was it.
It should be.
Hold on. We're about to do a quick little.
That'd be good. Show y'all what we doing, which is good. What he's saying is we over here. So y'all live, y'all don't know where we at. He's gonna change it over. Cause I'm gonna go over here and do. If y'all don't know, we be doing some real stuff. There go my man Chris. Kush up in this bitch. Yeah. We got my man over there. Well, I'm gonna sign this one off, man. Thank y'all so much, man. Y'all tune in for the next one on the ghetto. Don't forget, send it to SOHIGHO 216. We'll send you out. You gotta send me $1, and then we'll send it out. And we're gonna get y'all together, man. Thank y'all so much, man. I know I speak for Ken Cody, man. Thanks for y'all tapping in. We're gonna chop this up to some wisdom. We only down a few, but we're gonna keep going, man. And my man over there, right there, getting it together. He just showing y'all a little bit about what we do. And I'm gonna check off on this one, man. And we're gonna check y'all on the next one. Don't forget that dope ass piece. My man Dave's killing with that one right there. That was on the fly at Cleveland Heights. And we're gonna go over here and check out the other brother. Have a good evening, man.
In this episode,
Yep.
we just did a little walkthrough to show y'all what he's going on every
Oh shit.